Why does Western society seem to be disintegrating before our very eyes? Even many secular people are asking, what in the world is going on? Because all semblance of stability seems to be washing away in our modern culture, and many can't see the reason why or what to do about it. Well, the reason is, slowly but surely, as more and more countries adopted secular attitudes and implemented education programs based on naturalistic ideology, the all-encompassing atheistic creation story of evolution entrenched itself into each successive generation's consciousness more firmly. And the mentality, based on the idea that there are no absolute norms in creation or morality, is manifesting itself more and more through progressive Marxist movements bent on deconstructing Western culture, which was widely based on biblical principles. In particular, the younger generations in our culture seem to be embracing progressive values, which are really non-values, the most eagerly. And these values are being taught extremely aggressively in state-run education systems. Totalitarian regimes know that influencing the next generation is a critical aspect in implementing their vision of the world. As Adolf Hitler once said, "When an opponent declares, 'I will not come over to your side,' I calmly say, 'Your child belongs to us already. What are you? You will pass on. Your descendants, however, now stand in the new camp. In a short time, they will know nothing but this new community." While Christianity was once the seedbed of law and order in arguably the greatest countries in the world, the atheistic story of evolution can clearly be traced to a mindset that is extremely destructive to civilized societies. And as globalization continues, this concept may eventually be taught all over the world as science. So, how do we talk to people about this? Well, here's a simple outline regarding worldviews to walk through in discussion with others, whether they're believers or non-believers, which of course would need to be expanded upon over time based on their reactions, personal views, etc. Ultimately, all worldviews that want to be taken seriously must answer the ultimate questions of life. 1, where do we come from? 2, what is the meaning to life? And 3, what happens when we die? And seeing as how your answer to question number 1 heavily influences your answers to questions number 2 and 3, it's that question that all worldviews must contend with most seriously. So, which creation account is the truth? Now, obviously, truth by definition is exclusive. Not all of the different versions of history, creation stories, claimed by different groups around the world can be true. So which one is it? Well, any worldview claiming complete naturalism, that there is no creator God, can be easily defeated on philosophical and scientific grounds by someone versed in biblical creation apologetics. Likewise, any worldview claiming there is no such thing as truth or that all truth claims are equal is also self-refuting. I mean, is it true that there is no truth? Atheists often claim both. So simply put, atheism is the weakest of worldviews because it makes no sense. Upon close inspection, all remaining worldviews, even those claiming the existence of a creator, eventually collapse due to inconsistencies regarding history, science, philosophy, and/or morality. Only Christianity makes sense of the world we live in, such as the seeming paradox of the incredible design and beauty in the world simultaneously coexisting with evil and suffering. It answers life's difficult dilemmas, such as the problem of evil, and provides a person with accurate knowledge of the past, present, and future. Most of all, Christianity offers the only solution to the problem of our sin, guilt, and transgression against our Creator. The creation account, including the fall of man in Genesis, makes sense of every person's need, the need for the only Savior of mankind, Jesus Christ. So why does Western society seem to be disintegrating before our eyes? It's because the further away from God's created norms a culture gets, the more chaotic it will be. Marriage, family, identity, and sanctity of life issues are at the forefront of the culture wars that we see around us. And all of these issues biblically are founded directly or indirectly in the book of beginnings, the book of Genesis, the most attacked book of the Bible.